A dream that black girls and black boys. I'm like, let me stop. Alright, so welcome to Black Cosplayers Matter. I don't know what time it is, but I guess we can start a little bit early, so it don't matter. So it's 2:35. Oh, we're 5 minutes late, so let's go. Black people never on time. You can start. Disclaimer, Desu. We ain't even gonna sugarcoat anything in this panel. No filter, no saturation, no nothing. If you can't handle the truth and the realness to be said, that by all means, you need to just parallel park yourself out this panel. And I mean that wholeheartedly.
Alright, we're going to have a warning ahead of time because I know a lot of people feel a certain type of way when information is presented to you that you didn't know before, and some people will view it as aggressive. It is not aggressive, it is informative. And if you really feel like the information we're telling you is an attack, then you are a part of that situation that needs to be corrected. So, let me go ahead and rock that off. And you know, there's going to be a lot of satire, a lot of memes, a lot of jokes, a lot of references. We are going to have fun. It's not going to be like kill all them type deal. We're going to have fun, and we are going to inform you because you need to know that we matter. We always will matter, and regardless of if you want to believe it or not, we matter. Let's get it!
Morning. Wait, no, go back. Morning. Lots of satire, bad memes, poor jokes will be used here. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. Just a lot of facts, so don't get it twisted and pull out the notepad if necessary. What is a POC and what's a black people? POC means a person of color. So you either melanated or you just like, you're not white. Anyway, black people is a person that is black.
Alright, I need some clarification on the people of color thing because I know this is all new and perhaps there are room for jokes that because we don't understand certain things, and that's all well and good. So, people of color are those who obviously are melanated but aren't most definitely black. This does count people of the diaspora, the African diaspora, meaning that a long time ago they took some people from Africa and threw them in different areas of the world, which is why we have different races of darker skins. If you're ever wondering why this guy in India looks black, it's because back in the day, some Africans was brought to India, and here we are today. So it's not just like, okay, there's black and there's white. Well, there's black, there's white, and there's people of color. And that's the middle ground in which we use to try to include people without having to break everybody's race down individually and ethnicity, because we know that's a long line, and we could be talking about people from Myanmar and Cambodia all day. But if you would like to identify as your country, that is correct and most definitely valid. But to sum it up, we say people of color. And also, usually when we say black people are those, you gotta be 50% and up. We're not talking about, well, my great-great-great-great-grandmama on the last side was black, so I can call you an N-word right now, because that's not how that works, and we will hit you. So, it is what it is.
I'm not black, I'm Negro.
Shut up! Quick clarification, Dominicans are black.
They're just black people that speak Spanish. No, shut up, because what's this on bad? Matter of fact, I'm ignorant. The Dominican Republic is just Africa, but they put a Taco Bell in there. Stop, I'm sorry. But is representation for black people and dark-skinned POC important? Cosplays for everyone. Yeah, cosplays for everyone, but folks make it seem like it's not. Darker-skinned people and POC and black folks often get blasted in the cosplay community for just existing. Meanwhile, white folks get praised for just doing the bare minimum. White! Yeah, bro, we don't spell words correctly. What you talking about? Who? Bro. like this being said on the regular and stuff, claiming they can't ban people like this and people are co-signing it, you should be in the same space as those who hate you, talk mess, and take pictures off consent to slander you. Girl, these are screenshots I found on Google. Listen, if they were my screenshots, everything would be nothing would be blocked out. But y'all see that foolishness right there, right? Y'all see the foolishness on the screen. You know, that racist costume. She blocked me because I told her she was built like a cinder block. Coco was meant for filthy Mexicans. I gotta read it. Wait.
Coco was made for filthy Mexicans? I look forward to your hate mail. Calling me a racist because I do hate Mexicans. All this time, I've been hiding that I'm racist, but sometimes I just want to tell the truth on how I really feel about people. My friend's a white Hispanic, but that doesn't mean I should give a S-I-T other Hispanics. I can accept mine. I saw someone cosplaying the Sailor Moon with black hair. Oh, this might sound racist, but the best idea to do when you're black. This might sound racist. I like how she starts it off with "this might sound racist" and then proceeds to say something racist. But I got April and you just got whitewashed because they made the cartoon because she was black. What's wrong with being a Negro? I don't get it.
Don't take it as like us being like salty or anything, but like for real. Well, okay, I mean, yes, for racism, yes, be as salty as possible. Be the C. But when it's like situations like this, when like we're cosplaying and stuff, you know, like some people will get like mowed down for having like just Nico ears, and then like we do like an extreme cosplay, and then someone's like, oh, but you know your skin and your hair and your wig, you know, so it's kind of like that.
Oh, damn, maybe you should just cosplay Storm or something. Damn. Maybe you should cosplay that one black guy from Soul Eater. Like,
Please, for the love of everything, if you're gonna suggest a character for somebody to cosplay, please suggest something based on like their aesthetics, their personality, their occupation, shit that's objective, not just, oh, you look like this black guy, because we all look like that black guy. So I don't want to hear that. Yeah, everybody treat me too.
why even bringing up pot two? Once again, black people are ridiculed just for trying to be themselves. Just like a diversity reflects on how artists feel about their audience and speaks for their experiences.
It's a deterrent to see no one look like you in media, interest, or anything else. And it makes it seem as if we're not around, or we're not going to be around, or we're not capable of being magical girls, we're not capable of running schools, we're not capable of being girls who turn into tanks. Like, are we really not capable of doing all that stuff in a world of make-believe? Like, they be making up places that don't exist. The village of Konoha. Son, tell me can't no black people be in Konoha when Konoha don't exist? They barely wanted to give us Wakanda. We're not going to do that. But as far as representation is concerned, of course, when you see more people that look like you in media, it gives you a better feeling overall, where you feel like, hey, if that person can do some stuff and they look like me, I can do some stuff. Or that might give you the courage to go out and actually want to do more than just sitting around playing, or whatever stereotype they try to insert in media, unfortunately. Also,
all I know is when I get older, I'm gonna make an island full of white people, and I'm just gonna taint everybody's bloodline, and everybody will want to be black. That's all I'm saying. That's gonna fix everything.
Another reason we really need to bring this up is because as much as we hear about it on an individual scale as black people, Mixed company acts like shit is a monolith. Like, just because you deal with racism and you dealt with it, that nobody else could have possibly done it, even though we all in the room have dealt with it before. Just because they haven't noticed it does not mean that it doesn't go on, and you have all the right to speak up for yourself. Definitely do not let anybody speak over you on your own experiences. That doesn't make any sense, and they're only trying to oppress you.
That's like music. Wow, dang, I never had a parent before. I guess parents just don't exist. Like, what are you talking? That's exactly what it's like. That's exactly what you're saying, in my opinion. Like, just put it like that.
Another reason why Black cosplay is very important is because we can't do anything without being called Black blank 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 blank.
That's for another slide. You're breaking the fourth wall!
Hold on. All right, I'm gonna put that on pause. But anyways, let me get to the rest of the slide. Going to the political reasons as to why we can't do what we do. It's not just you can't dress up and do what you want to do. It's not just you can't live and be who you want to be. It's that when you don't live a life that is seen as conventional as, and I guess is like as regular as everyone else or as palpable, you do get looked at in a certain way. So especially when you join the world of cosplay, you get extra backlash. A cosplayer by the name of Darian Hunt was shot and killed after being chased by the police for walking down the street in cosplay, something that he often does. When we say we can't do anything, we mean we can't do anything. We can't dress up. We can't go outside. We can't sell cigarettes. We can't sit in our car and wait for our sons to come home from school and that type of stuff. We're not just playing the victim. This is experience. So when we come out and be like, bruh, let me have this, we really mean, let me have this, because we damn sure can't have anything else.
I'm just putting this out there because I've been a part of the Black nerd community for a long time. All because you were bullied for like an anime, manga, or anything, any nerdy thing or whatever, that does not excuse Black. That does not I'm sorry. That does not excuse your anti-Blackness. So if any of y'all pull some coon Uncle Ruckus type mess, I'm kicking you right out because I do not have time for that at all.
I also have to remind us that, like again I said, this is a world of fictional things. We have a lot of concepts that do not exist in the real world. So for you to look me in my eyes and tell me I can't dress up as Sonya Nevermind, you're out of your damn mind. Like, that doesn't make sense. We can do whatever we want, and especially dress up. They don't want us to have outer world aesthetics such as like punk and emo and shit. So of course when it comes to cosplay, it's a whole other story. But the crazy thing is, bro, we're all nerds. How you gonna be a nerd, but when you look at me in my face, it's like, oh, you a nerd, but you ain't a nerd. Like, bro, come on now. You're really trying to play yourself.
I'll cosplay Mia Khalifa's left titty if I want to. Don't even play that. If you nasty, if you know who that is. One more time, this panel is a safe place, so if you want to even share your own experience, you're more than welcome to. But be warned, we're not sugarcoating anything, and we're just not here to talk about the struggles we face and this and that and the other. So, yeah. And, show you guys some pretty dope, underrated POC cosplayers, so.
Let's get it!
Number one, we all know this one, sweet, sweet racism. Oh, my favorite. I eat racism in the morning. I eat that every day. We all know this. Slurs, name calling. Some people go as far as even peek the private information of the cosplayer. Overall, just ignoring comments about her skin or hair. Blackface and excuses constantly made and a claim of accuracy. Claiming a person is offending the cosplayer isn't accurate solely based on skin. And one thing I hate about cosplayers personally, and they'll compliment you in your face, oh, you look so great, and then no. And then they'll be like, oh, did you see that stupid nigger monkey man? You know what I'm talking about?
Man, this also counts as backhanded comments as well. Like, well, the cosplay is nice for you, or you pulled it off. The cosplay looks good with your skin tone. Bro, please don't mention my skin tone with no cosplay ever in your life. It just doesn't even rub right in my ears. I don't know.
Bro, I got shooters. Don't play that.
Exactly, like, whoa, that's a good cosplay for a black girl. Son, come on now.
Like, I wouldn't be expecting you to be having affairs with your cousin because you're white.
First of all, don't ever go up to somebody and be like, hey, that's a good black blade. No, son, you don't do that. That's not how that works. See, there is no black whatever. If you call yourself that, that's well and good. Reclaim your own. But do not let somebody clown you rather. Don't let them call you black nothing, kuro nothing, nigga nothing. None of that shit.
Alright, examples. I don't know if you see, K-Bear cosplay has gotten a lot of racism. I don't know if y'all ever repeat that, but basically, like, this person right here in that screenshot to the left is basically like, oh, your boobs are small. Number 2, you're black. And I'm just like, alright. And, okay, basically, this is another cosplayer called Chrissy Victory, and I know her personally. And basically, she cosplayed as Diva, and someone was just like, nice Winston cosplay. Winston is a gorilla. I hope y'all know that. And I'm just like, listen, edgy, but not funny. Yeah, everybody was just being mean to her. And this is just like an ignorant meme right there, you know? And like, the crazy thing about it is like, the main people who say stuff like that look like this. So, I don't even feel bad. And they also claim to see over 1,000 and hundreds of animes that can't grasp the concept of diversity. So I don't get it. You know, we either got someone who is a trash can. I hate the people that talk the most mess but only hide behind anime pictures. Like they're the main ones that talk the most.
You notice how the main people that be talking junk about your cosplay though be having the most half-ass cosplays you've ever seen? Be like, bro, you know that you can do better, but you choose to knock me down so I won't outdo you like I'm already doing. Oh my goodness. Also, speaking of the last slide, I also have a screenshot that was recently deleted of one of these girls who was doing like a Link cosplay or something. She was given some constructive criticism in which she went to reply, well, how am I supposed to take this from your black ass, even though, yeah, I think so. They totally deleted that whole thing, but like, it's still up, well. Okay, please do not use mental illnesses. Do not use any kind of disparity as a fucking excuse. Like, bro, racism is racism. And also to act like you can't be racist because you're disabled is to deny disabled black people. So let's nip that in the bud right now.
Bro, honestly, I don't give a crap if you're disabled. You're a nonsense for catching this fade. This goes to people missing an eye like Fetty Wap, people with no arms, people with no legs, people with no arms and legs, people that have handicap partners for no reason, people that twitch like they have Parkinson's, people that got the Benjamin Button disease. Honestly, if a disabled person walked up to me and called me an N-word, I'm jugging their Parkinson's face, on God. How would you react?
Alright, well, there's some decent ways to react, but you know, you can react how you want to. And by that I mean you can act a fool, because you probably should. Because in this day and age, you really shouldn't have to put up with racism, microaggressive or otherwise. So you should actively deal with it, square up. But anyways, we have a couple suggestions for those who are a little passive. And if you would like to take active aggression, but you don't want to do it yourself, hit me up after the panel. Let me know what's up. I'll put a bug in here. I ain't mean all that, but they gonna get them hands. Anyway, you have every right to be upset at racism, microaggressions, backhanded comments, any of that shit. If you feel like it didn't rub you the right way, it don't have to, because it probably wasn't meant to be that way. Alright, don't entertain them though. Like, keep going back and forth with the person like, oh yeah, well your shit sucks, no. Hit them with the facts, call it a day, nip it in the bud. Just show them that you're more of an intellectual and that it's clear that you have more skills than them here and here.
Just
All right.
saying that y'all make feelings.
That too. Block them. I don't like to block people. I personally like for you to be on my Facebook or my social media, even if you don't like me, so you can see me shine every day. Because you're too much of a bitch to delete me. So hey, how you doing? I see you. You see me.
Yo, what's good, baby?
But, yo, please make sure that you clown these individuals. The only reason why they're coming out of their mouth towards you in the first place is because they think that they can clown you and get the best of you. So, troll on them. That's the easiest thing that you can do. If they want to troll on you, troll on them back. It's not hard. I know people feel comfortable with talking mess on the internet and trying to act like your reactions are ridiculous and uncalled for, but real people say real people say these things on the internet, which means that regardless of this being an imaginary internet concept, this stuff came out of the mouth of real people. So it is real stuff, and it affects you for real. So deal with it how you are. And last but not least, square up.
I'm fighting. I don't know about y'all. I'm fighting. That's the first result, to be honest. Microaggressions, you know, the typical phrase is like, oh, you should just cosplay a darker character. It would suit you more. Yo, they're cute for calling someone insert black character here. You know, oh, you're the Black Madoka. Crazy, right? Crazy. People still do that? How do you act? Ignore them, delete their comment. Whenever someone says that, I just pretend like I didn't hear them. Say, okay, big nose. I swear, dude, I've been saying that for so long to people and they always block me when I say that. Dude, I promise you, just say, okay, big nose, they'll block me.
I don't know, I'm always petty about these types of things. I usually bring in facts about the situation. So I suppose that also clowning them, be like, okay, big nose sport, most definitely. Or you could just tell them they ugly and they daddy's son. That's why they look like that.
Okay, big nose. Black facing, brown facing, my favorite. Ooh, boy, I got some stories to tell y'all. Yeah! Okay, alright. We all know what this is. You know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I'm gonna state mine as a panelist and a black cosplayer. Yeah, sure. Yeah, the character isn't real. I get that. But brown people are. Y'all want to speak on real issues and diversity, anime, cosplay, positively? Nah, I got something to say? Nah, none of that. Crazy how people with blackface are excused and turn around like, black people shouldn't cosplay. Either we can or we can't. Like, which one is it? And my thing is like, how are you gonna blackface when I get like blasted just for cosplaying, when you're getting praised for it? Like, even if I was to cosplay a black character, someone would call me the N-word. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't win. And it's a mess, bro. Plus, the black folk got real life issues and like real life struggles with being black. And for someone just to wear my skin as a costume is mad disrespectful, and I'm not rocking with it at all.
Oh.
90% of the anime I watch, I'm never gonna be accurate though, unless I'm doing whiteface. So get out of my face with accuracy.
I was just about to touch base on that. Yo, if you ever see somebody talk about accuracy in terms of blackface, they're a straight up racist, son. You know, back in the day, they used to have minstrel shows where they dressed up in blackface. They had big ass lips, gloves that look like this, talking about mammy holding watermelons and whatnot. And you know what they said? That's accuracy. We're just portraying what you guys really are when you actually just being mad hostile. And then usually when we confront people about this type of stuff, like, you know, you can just put on the costume regular, the first thing you want to do is to argue about your rights as to play me as a skin color. Like, bruh, that's not a game. You're not entitled to that.
Get my baby girl.
Yeah, okay, and also, please do not ever entertain those people who are like, oh, well, what about when people paint their skin green to be Piccolo, or, you see, it's a do green now. No, okay, don't ever let them use that as an excuse. Exactly.
No. Okay, here's an example. I cosplayed Harley Quinn last year at Nashicon, and 2 people said I was whiteface. Harley Quinn wears face paint. I wasn't being racist.
Whiteface doesn't even exist. Who wants to be white? That's terrible.
Alright, first of all, that movie White Chicks was about 2 undercover agents who had to dress up like that so they could prevent these white women from being killed. It wasn't like they was having fun with it. They were just pretending to be in the life of these people so they don't find them and blow their heads off. Like, that's not a real thing. To use that as an excuse is to ignore all of history and to just for the joint to go like this over the top of your head. Oh, I have to admit also, you know how we have pink people in Boku no Hero Academia? That's not a race. Mina is not a race. You can do her all day. You can do a pink, you can do a yellow, you can do this right here. Color yourself what you want, just don't color yourself black, son. Like, I don't know how that doesn't click. No. By black, I mean no tan, no browns, none of that. No, I'm just enhancing myself for the character. That's ridiculous. Okay.
She's purple, but we get offended if a white person makes themselves brown and look like brown.
Because Garnet is coded as black. There's a difference between the character actually being that and the character being coded. Characters who have like different color skin tones, outer worldly color, can still have codes based on their body shape. It is very clear that Garnet is a black woman based on her body shape. Like based on her hair, based on her lips. Like if you paint yourself to be brown for Garnet, you're doing blackface, son, because technically she's not a person, she's a Garnet rock. So you can do the features. Exactly. Paint yourself red, do the features accentuated, but don't act like brown is Garnet just because we claim that that's a black coded character. Black coded characters and black characters are not the same.
Wait, remember the Tom Cruise meme? I think that Tom Cruise? Never mind. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Anyway, how to react? Bro, that's up to you. I know if I see something like that, I'm wilding out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, hey, you know you gotta take that off, right? You know you in public and kids around and whatnot. Yo, you disturbing the peace right now. You gotta go square up. World star! Okay, you ugly. You your daddy's son, eh?
I also suggest you have some makeup wipes in your bag, like at a big convention, just in case you feel somebody's gonna be brave about it, and just go ahead and fix it up for them, because they know what they was doing. I saw somebody come, I think it was either Bonsai or Nashicon last year as Jinx, and she was purple. She knew what she was doing, and I was like, bruh, come on. And one dude painted himself literally black to be Umbreon, like he was doing the absolute most.
Wait, what about the Jinx cosplayer that came last year?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the purple one?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know about that. That's just as bad. Thank you. Like, if your character is based on a racial stereotype or a combination of racial stereotypes, please do not add on to that. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Not a good look, bro.
No, definitely not.
And then when you say something about blackface, it must be
No, by all means, like, this is not being hostile to tell you that you shouldn't color your skin for a cosplay. You shouldn't color your skin the same as a real person. That has nothing to do with you shouldn't you shouldn't utilize body paint. People of color are not body paints to be utilized. Thank you!
Even the cosplay is teach acceptable or in good taste or in fake or every single
Okay, this is a perfect example of the stuff to be talking about. This guy right here had the nerve to act like he didn't deal with racism and colorism and stuff in his country, so he didn't know about blackface. Y'all know that like in Europe they have Black Pete, right? Black Pete is a caricature who has an afro, black lips, big ass eyes, and he pretty much is like Santa's black ass helper. So essentially, when you act like that Europe doesn't have a history of these things, you act like your country doesn't have a history of colorism or racism, you lying. Because I can tell you myself that you lying.
But they don't have anybody that's
Exactly.
because it's not
Racism and colorism is definitely international. If you don't deal with racism directly, you definitely deal with colorism and the fact that somebody thinks that their tone of skin is more highly sought after than your tone of skin, which we all know is invalid.
Oh, and you already said something about that. You know, purple, green, blue, red, and all that is not a race. By all means, do respect coding if it made a character look a certain way. Chances are they were modeled after a POC. You know, looking at y'all Steven Universe. Piccolo. Double standards. Most people will call this jealousy or us overreacting, but how these white folks be looking and still be clouded up. Which one's your favorite picture? I like the SpongeBob with the suds. Yeah, that's how they be looking, still clouded to the max, and it's really sad. I'm like, damn, but it be like that sometimes. Please take notice how lighter skinned and white folks that can do the bare minimum and still be like the worst possible people alive and still have just more support than POC will ever have. And we did have to work 10 times as hard as that to get even half of that. And colorism is wild, bro.
A perfect example, Jessica Negri, son. Okay, I dislike Jessica Negri for about these many reasons, but one of them being the fact that Black people cannot cosplay for being black to save their lives, but she can make a shirt that says Negri please on it. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, but are you kidding me? Like, that doesn't make sense. To capitalize off of people of color and not even try to give us any kind of recognition or like any job opportunities is bull crap, straight up.
Facts. And then on top of that, it's like, why do I have to work harder to do the same thing that you do just because, like, what's wrong with me? And like, I just don't get it, bro. It really messes with your self-esteem and self-image, and like, it's not a good time.
Not to mention, like, I have so many friends who are like constantly like, I think I need to leave the community. I think I need to leave the community because of this, you know? We work very hard for what we do, and then we still have to get, you know, shot down and spat at, you know? So it's like, it just turns so toxic and gets so bad for us sometimes. So, you know.
Oh, before we go on, I know someone in particular. Haha. Okay. All right. But by the way, if you do this, I hate you for burning passion. I hope you get AIDS. That's a bit extreme to say, but I really hope something terrible happens to you. But that's terrible to say. I take that back. But honestly, I know this one person who basically, don't you know people that lie about being POC when it's convenient for them? Like, they claim to be a POC or a person cover when it's convenient, but they don't really claim it. Like, I've met people like that. Like, they're like, oh, I can't be racist, I'm so and so. I'm like, you never mentioned that ever. But right now, you're only doing it because it's convenient and you can benefit from that. Yeah, like, I met some girl who wanted to be in my panel. She was like, oh, but I'm Cuban. I'm like, Cuban isn't even a race, first of all. So now you bugging out. But yeah.
Another good example of this is a black cosplayer named Maki Roll. Maki Roll does a lot of scandalous cosplays, and they're very good, they're very nice. But she doesn't get nearly as much recognition as Negri be getting, and all she be doing is like Charmander with some boobs out, son. That don't mean nothing. Like, if we're gonna give people clout for doing the bare minimum, we're gonna give everybody clout for doing the bare minimum. It's not just gonna be some or none. And it's also not gonna be, hey, she has darker skin, therefore she couldn't have pulled off that character correctly yet. All of the dimensions are correct. All of the sewing is correct. She done built this by hand. Don't tell me that's not a real cosplayer. That's not how that works.
I want to do a Q&A
Ooh, we're gonna do it at the baby girl. We got it. Are black people trying to be white or more importantly Japanese when cosplay? No. We're just trying to be magical girls or Princess Mononoke, not white. That's not even synonymous at all. Like, we just trying to live life. Like, why is it so hard?
I had to add this into the slide because I feel like y'all have all heard this at least once. When you show up in a cosplay or show up with some anime and manga, somebody asks you, why you trying to be white? Why you doing that white thing? Like, they don't want, first of all, they don't even write the manga. They don't write the anime. Like, you doing some voice acting and now all of a sudden I'm trying to be white. That don't make sense. That's always like, also, we're not trying to be Japanese, son. It ain't that either. If I wanted to be Japanese, I would apply to be a Japanese citizen. Like, let's be real here.
Okay. At white folks, we not saying you can't or cannot or shouldn't cosplay darker characters either. Like, by all means, do what you want. I'm just a panelist. Like, dude, I'm no one. We're just saying there's certain boundaries to cosplay you have to understand. There's certain lines you don't cross, and y'all just be crip walking right over it, bro. Put on the costume and go. We do it, and so can you.
Like, have you guys not ever watched Jimmy Fallon, like, do somebody who's supposed to be black and not color her skin? Or how, like, Ellen did Nicki Minaj with the fake boobs and everything, and there was no paint on her skin whatsoever. Like, that is possible, you know? Anytime I see a garnet and they just happen to be white, like, I still know it's garnet, you know, without the brown or, you know, red or anything on their skin, you know?
Use your context clues, Sonny.
Exactly.
If it's a good costume, you are in.
Exactly.
Great.
Here you go.
And honestly, if you feel like you have to blackface to make your cosplay accurate, maybe you just suck at cosplaying. No, you just suck. How to help your cosplay friends from the hate, which is the internet in real life. Support them, like everyone needs support. Don't excuse any form of race face.
That means no yellow face. Please do not make yourself look more Asian. Please do not accentuate your eyes. Don't tape it up. Don't do none of that offensive jazz. Do not lighten your skin. Do not use yellow concealer. By what I mean is red face, please do not pretend to be a Native American. That does not fly. Please do not throw on no headband or no red skin talking about wah, 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 because that's not who you are. Okay? Like, I'm talking about race face, period. Any race that ain't yours, don't do it. That's all.
Bro, people throw on a sombrero and be like, Arriba. Like, what are you talking about? Bro, Jesus Christ. Stand up for your friends regardless of what you may endure or what they may endure. It's not going to be the end of the world. I highly doubt someone's going to pull out a strap over some face paint. I'm serious. Like, no one's going to pull out a Uzi and be like, yo, what you doing, cuz? What you doing, blood? Like, no one's going to do that. No one is going to do that. Not saying anything is a part of the problem, so make sure you're vocal about these things when you see it. Give the person some tips, not insults disguised as tips or backhanded compliments, because I know y'all good for that too, so. Stop invalidating our feelings too. Just because you've never seen it or it never happened to you doesn't mean it doesn't happen at all. That's one thing I cannot stand. Like, people love to like make believe that this issue just doesn't exist because it doesn't happen to them. And I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense. If it doesn't happen to you, that's cool. God bless it doesn't happen to you. But it happens to me, and I want you to understand that it's happening to me so you can see where I'm coming from.